Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Yes, students, welcome to the class of Human Resource Management. Since we were discussing about performance appraisal, today we are going to wind up the discussion. Yes, students, performance appraisal and potential appraisal are both essential in modern human resource management, but each comes with numerous complexities that can influence the accuracy and usefulness of these assessments. In the performance appraisal, one major problem is the influence of human bias, which can distort the evaluator's judgment and lead to unfair ratings. Managers may unknowingly allow personal likes and dislikes to affect their evaluation, causing favoritism or prejudice. For example, a supervisor who has a friendly relationship with one of the employees may give him or her better ratings despite average performance, while another employee equally competent may receive a lower score simply because of having no kind of a personal connection and in fact a personality clash. Now each of such errors are treated like as an obstacle. Why? Because they hinder the element of merit in that very particular appraisal system. The example that I just shared with you is an example of the halo effect. Now, errors such as the halo effect and the horn effect create further complications. The halo effect occurs when one positive trait such as excellent punctuality overshadows weakness in the other areas like teamwork or decision making. In contrast, the horn effect makes one negative trait could distort the evaluator's view about the overall performance or the contribution of the employee. Another frequent problem is the recency effect, where the appraiser focuses too heavily on the recent events rather than considering the entire appraisal period. This can result in an employee being rated too high because of a recent achievement or too low due to a recent mistake, regardless of their performance over several months. Now, in addition to these behavioral issues, technical problems in the appraisal system also arise. Many of the organizations fail to create a clear and a measurable performance standards, leaving employees unsure of what is expected of them. This vagueness leads to confusion and disputes when ratings appear arbitrary or inconsistent. For example, if good communication skills is a criteria but no specific behaviors are defined, different supervisors may interpret it differently. One may focus on the presentation abilities, while another may emphasize email clarity. Leniency and strictness errors also weaken the reliability of appraisals. Some managers avoid giving low ratings because they fear conflict or want to maintain positive relationships, resulting in an inflated scores that do not reflect reality. Now, others may be excessively strict, believing harsh evaluations encourage improvement, but instead, this may demoralize employees and reduce motivation. Organizational politics can further compromise the appraisal process when supervisors intentionally manipulate ratings to protect their department, reward loyal subordinates, or suppress the advancement of potential competitors. In some workplaces, appraisals are rushed or treated as formality, which reduces their value as a tool for career development and performance improvement. Now, all these challenges can cause employees to lose trust in the system, feel undervalued, or disengage from their work, ultimately affecting organizational productivity. Performance appraisal, potential appraisal, which focuses, let us talk about potential appraisal. Potential appraisal, which focuses on identifying an employee's capability for future roles, carries its own set of challenges. Predicting future performance is inherently uncertain because the potential does not always translate into actual results. So, an employee may show strong analytical skills in their current job but struggle when placed in a high pressure decision making environment. For example, a highly skilled engineer may be presumed to have a managerial potential simply because of a technical expertise, but when given leadership tasks, they might find it difficult to delegate work or motivate team members. Subjectivity is a major issue in political appraisal because evaluations often involve interpreting intangible qualities such as creativity, emotional intelligence, leadership style, adaptability, and learning ability. Since these qualities are not easily measured, assessors may rely on intuition or personal impressions, leading to inconsistent judgments. Over-reliance on single assessment methods such as interviews or supervisor recommendations can further distort outcomes. Some employees may not perform well in their interviews due to nervousness despite having strong potential, while others may appear confident but lack depth in real workplace scenarios. Another problem in potential appraisal is the influence of stereotypes and assumptions. Employees who are outspoken or extroverted may be assumed to have leadership potential, while quieter employees may be overlooked, even though they might possess a stronger decision making skill and planning skill as well. Now, lack of transparency in the evaluation process can cause frustration among employees who feel their future is being determined without clear criteria or communication. In some organizations, potential appraisal becomes a symbolic exercise with a little, follow through, resulting in the employees being labeled as high potential without receiving the necessary developmental support. This can lead to underutilization of the talent and dissatisfaction among motivated employees who expect growth opportunities. Additionally, cultural and organizational biases can influence assessments. For example, employees who conform to the existing leadership styles might be favored, while those with innovative and unconventional approaches may be underestimated, even though they could bring valuable change to the organization. The steps of potential appraisal begin with identifying the key feature roles within the organization that will require the capable successors. This ensures that potential appraisal is not conducted in a vacuum but is aligned with the long-term organizational goals such as expansion plans, technological changes, or leadership transitions. Now, once the roles are identified, the next step involves defining the competencies required for success in each role. Competencies may include technical knowledge, problem-solving skills, interpersonal ability, leading qualities, risk-taking capacity, adaptability, and creativity. For example, for a future operation manager, essential competencies might include decision-making under pressure, conflict resolution, and the ability to coordinate. Clearly, defining competencies ensures that assessments are objective and that employees know what they must develop or qualify for the advancement. Now, the next step is gathering information about employees using a variety of evaluation methods. Organizations often use psychological tests, assessment centers, simulations, structured interviews, 360-degree feedback, and past performance records to build a comprehensive picture of an employee's potential. Assessment centers are particularly useful because they mimic real work situations. For instance, employees may be asked to handle a simulated crisis, leading a team discussion, or analyze a business problem under time pressure. Their performance in such exercise provides valuable insights into their leadership style, decision-making ability, and stress management skills. After data collection, evaluators analyze the information to identify the individuals who show strong potential for growth. This analysis usually involves comparing an employee's demonstrated abilities with the competency requirements of future roles. Now, once the potential is evaluated, organizations provide feedback to the employees so that they can understand both their strengths and areas that require improvement. Constructive feedback helps the employees to take ownership into their career development program. For example, an employee may be informed that they have strong strategic thinking skills but need to improve people management skills to progress into a supervisory role. Now, the final step. It is about preparing the individualized development plans that may include training programs, mentoring by senior leaders, job rotations, stretch assignments, or leadership workshops. For example, an employee with a potential of marketing leadership role may be assigned to lead a small promotional campaign to develop decision making and team coordination skills. Now, when these steps are implemented effectively, potential appraisal becomes a more powerful tool to guide the strategic development, strengthen succession planning, and ensure that the organization is prepared with the capable leaders and skilled professionals for future challenges. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.